2 for Willie Haggis and Dane O'Neill. He's been very progressive indeed this term. Started the season in a handicap company of a pretty small mark, and he's now only 7-2 for Group 3. 8-1 Sextant and Rakib Al-Hawa. Sextant for the Queen and Sir Michael Stout. Louis Stewart on board that one. Rakib Al-Hawa hails from the David Simcock stable and is a mount of Andrea Atzini. It's then 12-1 Vivid Diamond for Mark Johnson and Franny Norton, and Surrey Thunder for Joseph Tuitt, the outsider, at 16-1. So that's how they shape up in the market. Mirando heading the betting. Just in terms of the going here, Mirando has got pretty solid form in testing conditions, and the other previous winner in soft ground is the outsider Surrey Thunder. But Mirando comes on the back of a decent second in similar contest last time out, when he was just 3 parts of length behind Technician and 6 lengths clear of the remainder. And one would fancy, if he can reproduce that, he should go pretty well here. That is number 1 Mirando for the Andrew Balding stable. The mount of Sylvester Souza recently returned to action. So he shows at 2-1 now, pretty solid in the market. Then it's 7-2 Falak, who, as I say, has progressed really well this term.
In 60 seconds. 60 seconds.
He won his handicap debut at Ripon. I do remember it was off mark of 73. Absolutely bolted up. It won by 5 lengths, but he really couldn't describe how easy it was. And then he followed up of a £6 higher mark while winning in similar fashion at Newmarket. Then just got touched off in a condition race at Ascot. Won a Class 3 at Kempton last time out. So his mark has now gone up £24 officially.
This event starts,
but still,
in 30
I would suggest
seconds.
got quite a bit to find
seconds.
on form with Mirando, although, of course, he could still be improving. Well, they are starting to load the stalls, so we'll soon find out regarding the likes of Falak. Wells Fargo, I think ideally he won a bit further than this, but certainly the conditions he wouldn't mind them in that respect. But he shows at 4-1. He's from a stable in really good form at the moment. Last fortnight or so they've been absolutely flying. And we had a Northern Raider, of course, win the opener with Dakota Gold. Wells Fargo hailing from North Yorkshire. And Trinity Easterby's always held him in very high regard. It was quite a key fancy for St Ledger.
This event is now in play.
Last year. And he's going to be the last one to load, I think. So Mirando 2-1, 4-1 Wells Fargo and Falak, 7-1 Bar, all set and away and racing. Off they go for the Cumberland Lodge. Group 3 contest over a mile and a half. Rakib Al-Hawa anchored towards the rear in the early stages, Sextant towards the rear, and Wells Fargo and David Allen go on. Through the first furlong, opened up about 2 or 3 length advantage over Vivid Diamond and Surrey Thunder, who dispute second place. Gap then to Mirando, who's on the inside of Falak. Another gap to Sextant, and still at the rear is Rakib Al-Hawa. So they're heading just about through the first half mile, with Wells Fargo leading the field on towards this turn. Just looking around a little bit up front. Leads by about 3 lengths to Vivid Diamond, who's just in front of Surrey Thunder. Then Mirando, and that's being tracked by Falak, as Wells Fargo really grabbing the ground. Heads down towards the halfway stage. They're going to turn right-handed now, or he is at least. He's about 4 or 5 lengths clear now of Vivid Diamond in second. Then Surrey Thunder. Mirando settled nicely now in 4th place on the inside from Falak another length back, and then Sextant, and finally Rakib Al-Hawa. So they go inside the final 3/4 of a mile now, therefore past halfway. Wells Fargo in front, but the gap's been closed by Vivid Diamond. It's just about a length and a half now. Similar gaps to Mirando, who's moving easily in 3rd. Surrey Thunder towards the outside, loses another place. Then Falak and Sextant has been manoeuvred to the rail by Louis Stewart. and still at the rear, but a little bit closer now is Rakib Al Hawa. So heading on towards the home turn now in the final half mile. It's still Wells Fargo with the advantage, but only a narrow one now, just a half length in front of Vivid Diamond. Mirando's having a lovely run into the race, and he's now right on their heels in third. Just waiting for a gap on the inside. To the outside, Surrey Thunder comes flat to the boards. Phaylak still travelling well, come wide into the straight. Up front, final quarter mile ahead of them. Vivid Diamond's got the advantage. Here comes Mirando, being produced now by Sylvester de Souza, and Quick is up to challenge. Sexton's picking up from the back of the field. Phaylak now being asked for maximum effort, but Mirando's moved smoothly to the front as they hit the final furlong and gone on readily now, 2 or 3 lengths to the good. Loves this ground. He's hanging to the right, Mirando, but he's going further and further clear, and he's going to absolutely bolt up here and land this Group 3 prize. Mirando wins it by about 5 lengths from Sexton, then Vivid Diamond, Phaylak and Rakib Al Hawa.